Good evening. Today, I would like to just take this opportunity to set out a few basic principles that I follow and that I think our society should look to build us a more equal, loving and prosperous future. Just a little disclaimer first, I am a socialist, a term that's often misunderstood and then viewed by most as a kind of political marmite. For those who have taken the time to look into socialism and look at its core values, agree with it, at least on an ethical stance, but maybe those who have misinterpreted it or seen it in a biased light, think of us as a bunch of mini Stalins who just want to ruin the world and nationalise everything. However, that is most definitely not the case. And just to prove a point, here are a few basic principles that socialism follows. For a start, it's the belief that everyone should care for one another, that we should love and respect each other, and that we are strongest when we all unite together as one collective to fight hatred. Socialism is the belief that those who work hard, pay their taxes, and contribute to our society deserve to get an equal share in the wealth that they help create, and not have it hoarded by some billionaire or some large greedy corporate business. And socialism, most importantly, is the belief that education, healthcare, nutrition and transport are all human rights and not something that should be used to exploit the vulnerable or used to make our profit from. Just think of it this way, who would you rather have in charge of your schools, a billionaire or a long-serving teacher? Who would you rather run your hospitals, a lawyer or a doctor that has done thousands of operations? Just think of it like this, imagine a member of your family is laid on their deathbed and their only hope is an NHS care plan. How would you feel if that was being organised by Richard Branson or someone like that who has no experience whatsoever in frontline healthcare? So you may be thinking to yourself now, how will this build a better society? Well, I think the principles speak for themselves, really. I would love a world where we care for one another, where we treat each other fairly. I would love a world where we build bridges and not walls like the orange bloke over the pond would. And I would love a world that, as a certain little red book said back in 2017, works for the many and not just a few. Wouldn't you love a world like that?